Good evening. How is everybody? It is almost 9 o'clock in the evening here in beautiful downtown Pittsburgh. And it's Saturday night. I hope everybody's doing okay. We got through another week. And seemed like a nice day out. I haven't been out since Thursday. I like the staying in stuff. Went out and did my shoppings. Came back, and I'll get up tomorrow and I'll go for a walk. I hear the cops will be out to make sure we're distancing ourselves, so that's pretty cool. I will be distanced. I'm always distanced. I'm always quite spaced. Anyway, my idea for popping in periodically is just to say hi and read you a poem. That's all I can do. But I don't want to read poems that are all serious and about viruses and all that kind of stuff, you know? I'm even scratching my face, see that? But I thought I'd read this poem tonight. This is a poem I like, and for some reason, one of them dear big magazines out west wouldn't publish it, even though it's appropriate. But that's a different discussion. This being April, I had for a long time visited Amsterdam in the spring, sort of like every other year, something like that. And one of my experiences there was to see Starry Night, which is weird because Starry Night's in New York. All I got to do is jump on a plane and I can be in New York in, an hour and see it. But I've never been. But I did see Starry Night in Amsterdam at the Van Gogh when they were having a special exhibit of the subject, I believe, was light and night, things like that. And I could spend probably the next rest of the evening easily talking about Starry Night and me and stuff like that. A couple things I always thought was interesting about it was that one of the inspirations for Starry Night was Walt Whitman. And Walt was a big healer kind of guy. They say he healed people and was a healer and stuff. And the other thing about the Starry Night was when it came out, when he finished it, it wasn't the amazing, wonderful, incredible piece of work we see. People didn't like it. Tia didn't like it. Tia told him it was a mistake, that kind of stuff. Which is interesting. So, Tia didn't like the painting. And I think it caused Vincent to think he didn't do a good job, which I think was crappy for Tia to do. I'm very suspicious of Tia. I think Tia was involved in Van Gogh's murder. I know you shouldn't say that, but I said it. There you go. Into that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm just babbling. But what Van Gogh said after he got all the criticism is the title of the poem. Now, in this poem, I talk about the idea of Van Gogh coming to America. I always thought Vincent should have. I think if Vincent had the opportunity to come to the United States, even though the United States wasn't a big, arts center of the world or anything at that time, God knows it wasn't, I think coming to the United States and and traveling across the country and, you know, hanging out with Walt Whitman for a while because Walt would have been alive at that time also. And maybe Walt could have taken him out to the Grand Canyon. I think if not much was known about the Grand Canyon, and I mentioned Powell, he had just kind of discovered how to get to the Grand Canyon and do the Grand Canyon and all the Grand Canyon things, you know. And I think if Van Gogh could have seen, Vincent could have seen the Grand Canyon, his mind would have been blown. And, you know, maybe something else would have happened. Who knows? He was an Aries, so you can't really tell. They're good starters, but they don't finish well. So, this is a poem about Van Gogh coming to America. And the title of the poem, which is his comments on painting the starry night, he said, "Once again, I allowed myself to be led astray into reaching for stars that are too big. I always thought Vincent should have come to America for a bit and visit with Walt Whitman, whose poem, Thou Orb Full-Dazzling, from his collection From Noon to Starry Night, was one of Vincent's inspirations as he sat in the asylum at Saint-Rémy de Provence. Walt was a healer and maybe could have soothed his spirit's impasto. A lean and loafe, or Mississippi's endless course, or Texas' grassy plains. Picking up Powell's path to the Grand Canyon, letting go his soul's tailings, finding his ear among the datura and scorpions, the two of them, under the absence of darkness and diamonds, preparing the starry night." Hey, that was pretty cool, right? So, just wanted to say thanks for everybody who showed up. And I'll see you soon. Be happy, be healthy. Bye-bye.